What's up, guys? Ryan here again. Gonna do another Think, Learn, and Be Vulnerable vlog. Today I'm gonna talk about the beard, its origins, why I decided to do it, what it's meant, and the journey that I've been on since I had it. Um, New Year's Eve 2019? Yeah, been a while. I lose track of time a lot nowadays. Um, every year I'd made a New Year's resolution, and for the last 5 or 6 years, I haven't kept it at all. I mean, a lot of them were, "Hey, lose weight this time." Nope, never did it. And this time I was like, "All right, you know what? I want a New Year's resolution that I know I can pull off." So I was like, I was normally setting the bar here. Let's set the bar there in the basement. Uh, all I got to do is not die, not shave. As long as I don't die and don't shave, I can grow a beard. And so started doing that in January. Went to the Reno Winter Latin Dance Festival, which was freaking awesome. And I just decided, no shaving. Hadn't shaved for a week. Coming out of the festival, it'd been 5 days while I was there. Just no more shaving. Just not gonna do it. And grew up pretty fast. Kind of surprised. I'm glad I can actually do it. I'm half Asian. I'm half Chinese, so little surprise. My dad has a beard though, and I think that was one of the reasons I was so hesitant to do it. Is just because I wanted to differentiate myself from him. I wanted to be different than what he'd done. Not that I was ashamed of him or anything, but just more because I wanted to have my own identity. And not growing a beard was part of that. In a weird way, it was oddly defiant, even though I had no reason to be defiant. But it was such a part of his identity that by me not doing it, I thought it would differentiate myself. I just never did it. And then I decided that I would be lazy and finally commit to a New Year's resolution. And I did it. And now it's almost 2 years later, and still got it. And you know what? I like it. Kind of surprised how much I like it. It's kind of cool. It's cool doing this. I like the feeling. I like stroking the chin hair. A lot of women seem to like it. That was an odd bonus. Didn't think was going to happen. Kind of shocked how many women are just like doing this now. Like, oh wow, it's kind of fun. I'm like, oh, thank you. I think it makes me look a little older, a little more distinguished. So that's kind of nice. And so what can we learn from this? What can we think about? How can we be vulnerable? Well, I think the thing to think about is change and identity, and realizing that our identities are not as tied up into things and appearances as we think they are. And what you should think about is, who am I really? What really is my identity? And is the beard a part of that? Is the hat I wear a part of it? Is the clothes I wear a part of that? Or are those just things? Are they just stuff? But they're not actually me? And what can we learn from it? Well, I think we should learn that how we identify ourselves is really more up to us than it is up to others. But also the way things that you identify about others is not necessarily the way that they identify about themselves. And so what I think we need to learn is to just be less just just learn to see them as people instead of as people with these things, with this stuff. You know, I'm a dance instructor, but is that all I am? You know, is that why I identify myself? It's part of my identity, but it's not my whole identity. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing these vlogs too, is to try to show more of myself than what I've done and what I've been. And that's the vulnerable part comes in, where you can't be afraid to try things out. You can't be afraid to do something that goes against your identity, that goes against your persona, that goes against the way that you view yourself, because you might like it. It might turn out to be something that you really enjoy. And then you can make that a part of yourself and a part of your identity and a part of your persona. You don't have to be adherent to those things, though. You know, you can just live your life the way you want. And quite frankly, more people will respect you and like you for it because you're being real and you're being authentic and you're just like, yeah, I changed. Get used to it. It's okay to change. You know, you're not your beard. You're not your shirt. You're not your clothes. You know, George Michael said it best. Sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have to be. Fuck, I'm quoting it wrong. All we have to do is take these lies and make them true. All we have to see is that I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me. Freedom. Yeah. Rest in peace, George Michael. Rest in power. Miss you, bro. You know, and he's a good example. He's a guy who wasn't allowed to live his life and felt like he couldn't. You know, that is sort of the great part about living in the time that we live in, is a lot of people now have permission to be themselves. Give yourself permission to be yourself and give yourself permission to change yourself. Yeah. So that's it. Thanks, guys. See you later.